The No Fade channel checking in, and with the fact that I have the Spartan Fenway coming up in November, I thought it would be an ideal time to do a quick tutorial on how to climb a rope during an obstacle course race. I want to know right now though in the comments below, which race are you training for? What's on your horizon? What's next up? What are you getting prepared for? Now with the race coming up, I'm doing a bit more obstacle course race training, and that includes rope climbing. Not only are obstacle course race ropes in almost every Spartan race and a lot of the other obstacle course races, it is just good overall preparation for your forearms and for your cardiovascular system. Now, I know many of you have seen CrossFit Games, you've seen the elite obstacle course race athletes go up ropes, no legs, okay? They just go up, they come down, they look like a spider monkey when they do this stuff. And the reality is that some of you might be able to go up this rope with no legs, with a little bit of practice, and you still shouldn't be training that way. And the reason is, during a race, the rope is going to be wet, it's going to be muddy, your hands are going to probably already be taxed and numb. Obviously, when you come in here in this type of environment, we're here at the Methuen Become Fitness, which is a huge thanks for them for letting me use this to do this video. But when you come here, the rope is dry, your hands are dry, your body's all warmed up, you're ready to go. I have never come across a dry rope during an obstacle course race. Half the time, my hands are already torn up from a number of the other obstacles that I've already completed. I think the last time I had to do a rope climb was during the Vermont Beast. I was like 8 miles in, I don't know how many obstacles, and it was brutal. And that's why you don't want to train just using your arms. You want to make sure that you're actively training to use your legs, which is why you can see I've got these kind of shin guards here, because your legs are clearly a much bigger, a much stronger, and more durable muscle than your back and arms are. Also, even if you can get up this rope during an obstacle course race without your legs, you don't want to. Because, again, you're going to just completely tear through your hands, and you're going to be that much more taxed for the next obstacle course obstacle. And that's why we want to, again, make sure that we're using our legs. And so here's what we do. So here's what you do. You wrap your leg around the rope, one leg around the rope, and you're going to put your other foot on top of the bottom foot. Okay, so it's basically going to act like a braking system, and it's going to give you a way to rest if you happen to get halfway up the rope and can't do it. It's also going to act as a way to push off and relieve some of the weight so that you're not just completely doing, pull-ups with your hands. Another thing to keep in mind, if you use this method and you get tired halfway through, you can take a little bit of break, and most of the weight is not on your arms, it's actually on your legs. Another few tips with regards to obstacle course race training and rope climbing. If you have a rope like this, if you probably can't tell, but this is probably 5, maybe 8 feet short of what you're going to experience during a Spartan race as far as the rope climb. If you have a shorter rope, the reality is not much you can do about it. The fact that you have a rope is a good thing in general. Most gyms don't even have a rope, or most people can't get access to a rope. But if you have a short rope, just do it multiple times. Go up, come down, go up, come down. Really try to ingrain the fact that when you come across this rope climb during a Spartan race, you're going to be tired to begin with. So if you come into the gym and you're feeling good, just being able to do this once doesn't mean you're going to be able to get it during a race. You really want to kind of get those reps in, get that practice in, and remember, it's a lot more technique than it has to do with muscle. People think it's grip strength and it's muscle, and that is part of it, but the people that have the technique are going to be able to do this all day long and not have any problems, because they're going to be using mostly their legs, just a little bit of arms, and again, the technique goes a long way to not wasting time on the rope, not wasting energy, and not burning out your back and your arms. Now, some of you don't even have access to a rope. Don't feel bad about that. It's just how it is, just what it is. What do you do to train when you don't actually have access to a rope and you're not doing obstacle course races often enough to get a lot of reps in on the rope climb? A couple of things you can do is to do pull-ups. Okay, obviously pull-ups are a good way to build the back and build the hands, but one variation of a pull-up, which is probably the best because it's going to give you the use or the experience of actually clamping on to a rope, is to do rope pull-ups. You take a rope, you can do this with a towel even. You take a towel, you take a rope, you can take, a tricep push down rope, you throw it over the pull-up bar, and you just do as many pull-ups as you can. Keep in mind, it's going to be pretty difficult not only on your hands, but the fact that you're probably going to be swinging a little bit. And any type of variation you can do on that pull-up where you're just trying to build up those muscles, build up that endurance, and get used to pulling up that body weight, because as we know, especially during an obstacle course race, you have to carry your own engine. Hopefully you found these quick tips informative. Hopefully this is going to help you at least prepare just a little bit better for your next obstacle course race coming up. Again, drop it in the comments below. I want to know which race you're preparing for in the comments below. If you came this far in the video, you know what to do. Give the video a like, hit that subscribe button, and I will see you November 9th at the Spartan Fenway. As usual, thanks for watching, and don't save anything for the trip back. I am dedicated to helping you dads be great parents to your children and still accomplish your own personal goals. I post tips and tricks to save you dads time, energy, and money. 3 things that are in short supply for every dad out there.